Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning! Gang, today's little YouTube workshop, Self-Sabotage, is killing creator growth in 2026. It is. Listen, I had two great examples of this today. So basically what I want to talk about today is something creators don't like admitting. Creators like myself. How we really hurt our own growth sometimes by not wanting to look inward on the things that we could be doing to be improving, to be teaching ourselves some shit. So I was super motivated by this on two reasons. One, I received a comment on my recent videos talking about YouTube versus Twitch. And this was a person that's been very heavy in the Twitch culture over the last X amount of years. Clearly, like they clearly come from Twitch. And everything that they've learned as a creator is in the aspect of being a Twitch streamer. So they're very ignorant and closed off in the idea and understanding of wanting to learn YouTube. They want YouTube to be Twitch. So it creates that controversy. That is self-sabotage. That is you taking a tool that does work. It's proven to work. It's statistically better to work. But you're saying it doesn't work. It's bad because you don't want to learn to use it. That's self-sabotage. Another great example of this. Good morning, boys. Let me get this going in real quick. How many schmeedy likes can we smash? Yes, you are, brother. So that, guys, that's a perfect example of self-sabotage. If I present to you facts, if I present to you evidence, hey, this is what YouTube can offer. Like there's countless creators that are taking advantage of this right now. Here's the thing. You have to learn the tool. And you come back with, but it's not like the easy thing that I'm used to. That's a you problem. That is not a platform problem. That is you self-sabotaging your potential because you do not want to adapt. And by the way, if the person that I'm using that as an example right now, it's no hard feelings. People do this all the time. I'm not saying you're just an idiot. This is, I actually even said in the response, you know, obviously for the sake of the thing, I'm not trying to fucking create like some kind of bullying system or some shit and just bring his shit up. But, you know, I tried to respond back in the best way to, you know, for an example with this, you know, I said you are, I said your opinion comes from the lack of experience, not facts. And that's the reality from a lot of creators, man. It's the stubbornness. Cause like we get so offended, man, because we put all this time and energy into our work and we over fantasize this idea of what it's going to do. And then when it doesn't, we're kind of hurt, right? Good morning, boys. Good morning. Just thumbs up the stream right away. I said your thoughts and feelings from you being comfortable on how you have built your brand on Twitch. So you think you can just do that on YouTube. You can't. I said you are frustrated because YouTube is not Twitch. I'm sorry to tell you, but your point of view comes from ignorance, not real experience. I'm telling you without a doubt, the best thing you can do as a creator is change your mentality because it is only you who you are hurting by not learning how to utilize YouTube. Because regardless of you not wanting to learn titling and thumbnail and how to design better thumbnails and how to use SEO and how to use the tools, creators are going to do that this year. And more creators are going to change their lives this year because they weren't stubborn, because they didn't self-sabotage. Another great example of why I wanted to do this is, bro, yesterday I was coming up with my new video, and dude, I do this shit, guys. I mean, I went to go make a video yesterday. I'm using AI, and AI keeps telling me, no, do your thumbnail like this. And god damn, dude, it's hard. It's really hard. I'm like, no, I want to do it my way. And no matter how I wanted to make it, I kept putting it into AI. And you know what's funny is I made new chats in ChatGPT, and it would tell me, nah, this thumbnail sucks. You need to do this. And it would be similar in the idea of what I was originally getting suggested. So then I went to another place, and then I went to another AI, and all the AIs kept telling me, no, 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 no. Based on the video, based on the emotions, based on this, based on that, you want your thought, and it was all kind of general. And you know what? I made a middle ground, and I sucked it up. I sucked it the fuck up, and I made the thumbnail like all the AI was telling me. Like all the AI was telling me, right? All of the AI. Self-sabotage, boys. What? Did I just get turned off? Self-sabotage, gentlemen. Self-sabotage. I do this to myself, man. I do this to myself. What just happened to the what just happened to YouTube? Holy cow. When the council is all AI, yeah, but it's, you know, it's bad when, like I said, because so some people don't know this. The longer you keep a chat going in AI, it will start to feed off of itself. So sometimes you got to reset chats and you got to create a new one. So not only did I create new chats, I went to different AI and they were all telling me to go more down this route right here. And look at it. Look at this. Look at this. So we got a 1 of 10. Reach, click-through rate. I mean, look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. Proof is in the pudding. I didn't want that thumbnail. I didn't want that thumbnail. That's not the thumbnail that I wanted. Are we stuttering, boys? Are we stuttering? We shouldn't be. I think, okay, we aren't. Okay, cool. I fixed the stream, by the way. Good morning. How was everybody's weekend? Sorry, I want to start making sure I do a better job at opening up the video in the topic, so somebody who's watching the stream in the future gets an understanding of what the video, what we're going over today. What we're going over today. It's going to be a short one today. I got some errands to run and whatnot. Couple things, guys. Thanks for the support on some of the recent videos. Everything's doing great. Holy fuck! What a weekend for the 90-day program, both streaming and creator. Appreciate you guys. If you guys bought the program already, you will be receiving an email at some point today. I am adding a README file. A couple things I'll be adding. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without ruining the thing. You know, I don't really care. A couple things I'll be adding. For the streamer variation, I'm going to be adding information on how you can be setting up clipping and terms that you need to understand of clipping, trying to understand what clipping is more. And, you know, making the whole journey of being able to just click a button and you record something in your stream without having to worry about Twitch, Kick, YouTube. You have this file. It's on your computer. Try to make it as easy as possible for you. So that, for the streamer version, that will be included. And then in the creator version, talking a little bit more on editing softwares is going to be also included as well. Yeah. So I just wanted to, because I got some great feedback from somebody in Discord. I think some of you guys seen that, where somebody was like, you know, it was a little confusing. I opened up the files. There's 2 PDFs. I didn't know which one to look at. So I was like, you know what? I think that's a great idea. Let's add a README. Let's add some context to some things. I'm learning really quick. It's very hard to generalize a product like this because you're selling this to people you're selling this to your hosts or toasters, your Matt Millers, and then you're also selling it to, you know, Slayer Legend 75. That's just a made up name. It's probably actually somebody's name out there. But the point being is these guys have experience. These guys already have editing softwares. These guys know how to clip in OBS. These guys use OBS. Some other person might not be set up with that. So it's hard to generalize this because you can't run on in every aspect. You can't in the thing say, here's how you do every single fucking thing. Bitrate, you have to encourage the consumer to get kind of addicted. It is kind of a hard name. Kind of addicted to figuring it out themselves. So I figured I would put together the README file in making it less daunting. You know what I mean? Making it less daunting, if that makes sense. Just to make it easier on you guys. I know you talked about it on another stream, but is there a section about how to look at analytics and how to really use them without getting sucked into it? Well, yeah, I think that stream was really, really good. I think that stream was really, really good. But okay, whew, that's a good question. So you're basically asking me, what's the best way to read analytics as fast as what's the best way to read analytics as fast as possible without stressing out? So first and foremost, understand impressions are the amount of people that the platform has pushed you to. That's important because that shows you if you're doing a good job with your titling, with your tagging, if you're using good SEO optimization to get your stuff pushed, to make that connection with the content you're making and the viewer, right? And a potential viewer. So impressions is an important one. Click-through rate is an important one. Especially on YouTube, how many people are you actually getting to stay and watch? But the biggest driving metric that you guys need to be paying to, but the biggest driving metric but the biggest driving analytic that you should be paying attention to is watch time retention. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. How long are you getting somebody to stay and watch? Every single platform with analytics, outside of maybe Twitch and Kick, it shows you when shit falls off. It shows you when people stay, when people, hell, Instagram shows you at the exact point somebody likes the video. So something you said impacted them enough to get a response. There's a lot of other metrics that there's a lot of analytics are going to play a larger role as you grow. A lot of other analytics are going to play a larger role as you grow. For example, your demographic. Those are things that you could find to be important for you because obviously if you have a more female demographic, you want to lean into things that those females would enjoy. If you have male, yada, yada, yada. But most of those analytics are going to be like once you get a brand deal or once you start getting attention from brands are going to want to see those analytics, and that's going to help with leverage. But from a content creator perspective, the only analytics, from a content creator perspective, the only analytics that you need to be paying attention to is the watch time duration, the retention, how long are people staying on your videos, the impressions you're getting, are you coming up with the right titling and tagging, whatnot, to connect your clip, your vertical to a person. And honestly, that's about it. Comments, shares. Shares is another good one. It's a little bit more platform specific, like Instagram shares is really big. But again, now we're getting into the muddy waters. Yeah. I think just a general talk across the board, retention is like the biggest one. So if my retention is dog water, I should lock in on that if my impressions are high. Because I posted a video that had been working on for a while, but the intro was dog water, it seems. Yes. That's why retention's so important. Retention's everything, man. You can get 100,000 views on a video, but if 90% of the people clicked off within the first 30 seconds, if 90% of the people clicked off within the first few seconds of the video, it's a bad video. You just got it pushed. Congratulations. Self-sabotage. Dude, that's actually a great question. Self-sabotage, man. That's a lot of creators self-sabotage. Well, I got a lot of views. Okay, well, let's dive into the analytics of that. You got a lot of views. Good job. You came up with a good title. You came up with a good thumbnail. Now let's dissect that. What are you doing wrong on the, are you keeping them? Did you keep 70% of your viewers within the first 30 seconds? Did you keep majority of 40 to 50% of your viewers during the duration, 40 to 50% of the video, majority of your viewers? Oh, you didn't. Okay. Well, guess what? That's not a good video. You came up with a good thumbnail. You came up with a good title. Now you didn't and this isn't me being an asshole. I got videos that track and do this myself. Again, I want to come from the perspective of, let's just be honest about this, right? You see this page here. Now, this is the perspective of that people just don't understand. What the fuck, dude? Dude, this cam link has been so buggy, boys. This cam link has been so buggy. And now, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm stuck, step bro. You know what I should do? What I should do actually is I think the encoding is just too strong. I think the encoding is just too strong. And I just don't think the Camlink can handle it. I should just switch to an actual capture card. But anyways, let me use myself as a great example here of like the idea of what we were just talking about, Hoosters, with self-sabotage. Okay, so like look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Womp, womp, womp. Now I can get mad and say, well, what the hell? Everything else is doing good. I replicated it, man. I came up with a good title. I came up with a good thumbnail. Well, let's dive into this, shall we? Let's dive into this. What the hell? Why am I not getting pushed? 564 less than usual. Well, I did my job. I used AI to help. I designed everything correctly. What the fuck? I'm getting good click-through rate. On average, what the fuck is going on? Hello? Is the stream stuttering massively now? Oh my goodness. What is going on? 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, boys. All right, I need to opt. I think it's the recording software. Are we good now? Are we back? Wow. Dude, I think it's this encoding. I think it's this encoding. We should be good now, right? All right, hold on. Okay, cool. I think it's the encoding that I had going on. I had replay buffer running. Let me try to just run the vertical version. I'm trying to do this myself, guys. Okay, so back into this. Me pointing out my own self-sabotage. Again, what the hell? Click-through rate's good. What the fuck, guys? What's going on with this video? Oh, it's bad. 62% of viewers still watching around the 30-second mark. Now that's gotten better because I went into the editor and I removed about 38 seconds of fluff. Just bullshit. I was like, fuck, man. Dude, look at this. 27% average view percentage views. That's bad. No, that's bad. That's me. This is why I love analytics. That's me. I fucked that up. I fucked that video up. That's my problem. Now, the problem is nowadays creators get so fucked up. They get so emotional over their shit, dude. They say, why are they not staying and watching? Why is YouTube not pushing my video to people that are staying and watching? No, you have it backwards. You didn't make as good of a video as what you thought you did. Oh, dude. Self-sabotage, boys. Self-sabotage. I mean, these things that we create, they really are our perfection, right? Or we think they are. Dude, what the fuck? I put so much time and energy into this thing, man. There's no way you're gonna tell me that it's not good. I got an average percentage view of 27% analytic that tells me otherwise. I got the analytic that says the viewers, not the platform, not the concept, the viewers themselves were not engaged in your content long enough to actually want to watch it. Now you can take this in two ways, and this is very important for a content creator. Option, the first path, you can get butthurt over this. You can say, well, God damn it, YouTube, you sent me to the wrong place. Or you can say, God damn it, YouTube, you sent them to the wrong place. You sent people to my video, the wrong people to my video. Okay, well, maybe your title and tagging, maybe push YouTube to do that. So maybe you had the wrong title and thumbnail for the video. Or the second path. You can say, shit, man, I'm glad that this platform gave me the understanding that I'm not doing a good job with my story to keep people engaged, to keep people entertained in the story. You know, a great thing about this is I can see on the graph here exactly when people fell off. Okay, well, let me go into that video. Oh, look at that. There was a lot of dead space. I veered off topic. I started doing something else that had no point to it, and people lost interest. Maybe I don't do that in the future one. 7 stages of creator grief is what I think I went through. Of what? Self-sabotage, guys. We do it all the fucking time. Just because you create something doesn't mean it's good. And I'm telling you right now, the people that are going to thrive in 2026 are the ones that look at analytics and don't get offended. They get excited because they can fix what they're doing wrong because of the analytics. Wheels, what's up, baby? If I post a compilation vid, 1 or 2 hour long, I get views. The money is good, does better than individual videos. Feels like scummy, but it's working. I mean, if it works on your thing, it works on your thing, brother. It works on your thing. Yeah. I know we're geeking out. I know. Oh yeah, I had Kick open because I thought about going live there today. So yeah. Again, self-sabotage is going to hurt a lot of creators in 2026 because they don't want to adapt to the vast options of information we have out there. My prime example, me almost being stubborn, not using the correct thumbnail for my video today. That's doing great. I wasn't at that moment. I wasn't looking for truth. AI kept giving me the truth. My thumbnail ideas were bad ideas. I was looking for validation. I wanted AI to give me a prompt response back that said, yeah, that one's good. Good job. And none of them would do that. I wanted validation, not truth. The truth was the thumbnails I was going to use for yesterday's video fucking sucked. That was the truth. Now, the thing is, they were higher quality. They were higher quality, but YouTube was just, or AI was just down this path. These were the thumbnails. Not much going on. Not much going on. By the way, here's a little secret too. If you guys use Photoshop, you can switch back and forth from light gray to the default to black to see how the thumbnail would look across platforms. It's very, this is by the way, where a lot of creators go wrong with thumbnails is they don't do this enough. They don't zoom out to like a 10%. You got it. This is what a thumbnail is going to look like on a phone. Not this. This is what a thumbnail is going to look like on a phone. Now, imagine if I tried to, you know what? Let's like even try to replicate some of the problems that I was having. From a large perspective here, this kind of looks gay, right? It just looks like shit. And so I was trying to do this. I was trying to make this smaller. I didn't like these colors. I wanted it to be more cinematic looking. I wanted to feel like have more of a photo. I wanted to have more of a photo. I didn't want any of this shit. Now let's zoom back out to a mobile view. Now how does that look in comparison to this? From a mobile view, you can clearly see which one's going to have. Boom. This one wins. Text, bringing you in. Face. It's a focal point. It brings you into a little area. And this is what AI just kept telling me to do. When I gave AI this, after all of these, every chat was like, this is the one. This is the one. I was like, God damn it. This one sucks, dude. I don't like it. It's not creative enough. Dude, one of the AI responses was, your designer background is getting into your head right now. You want an aesthetic thumbnail. You don't want the thumbnail that works for this video. Dude, brother, we all self-sabotage. I just think it's good to I think it's better to start this conversation off today, bringing you into how I've done it and how I still do it sometimes. And I'm getting better at it. Because I'm not just trying to yell at you guys and say you guys are idiots. It's very easy to self-sabotage ourselves in the creative aspect. I mean, if you guys look at even this recent pivot and everything, the kick over the last few years, you know, finding success in some aspect, I was self-sabotaging myself. I knew better. I knew not to go all in on streaming fucking countless hours a day. That's not where I find the fulfillment. And yet I acted shocked when I realized after a few years of just doing it nonstop, like, oh, wow, this isn't working for me. Oh my God. I wasn't really shocked. It just makes so much sense. It's not what I aspire to chase. I don't even recommend it to people. I was self-sabotaging. So, before we get in there, guys, I do it too. Guys, creators don't struggle because they lack information in 2026. There's more information everywhere. They struggle because they resist information that threatens their identity. It's like the individual, my thumbnail. I got a graphic design background. I know this doesn't look good, but from a thumbnail perspective, it looks great. I resisted the information because it threatened my identity. It threatened my background and what I know. The individual that I got into, or that I responded to on YouTube, on a YouTube comment about Twitch, he struggles on YouTube because he resists the information that threatens his identity on YouTube. He's built a little following on Twitch. He's proud of that following. He's done the Twitch thing. And by the way, I think this is a big problem with Twitch inherently. I think this is another thing I have against Twitch is the Twitch culture in itself teaches you to be a bad creator. It really does. It teaches you how to try to advertise your personal stream with your own branding in a wacky, silly, creative way. This is why you see fucking dog shit stream titles all over Twitch that are like Big East Bonanza breaking out in Warzone. Like, just so cheesy, dude. So cheesy. Guys, that's not working on any other platform with an algorithm. Ain't nobody searching up Biggie Bonanza. Sorry. I'll tell you what people are searching up, though. How to level up guns in Warzone. Best weapon loadouts in Warzone. How to get the biggest goop. How to become the biggest gooper, in fucking Arc Raiders. Probably not actually searching that. A little bit of a joke, but you guys get what I'm saying? So Twitch has created this entire culture of people that they're so used to advertising themselves on Twitch, which Twitch has no algorithm. It has no discovery. People are confused because they see a homepage. They think that's discovery. That's not genuine discovery. That is just randomness. It's a lottery. It's a lottery ticket. It's a kingmaker system to where the larger numbers get filtered to the top. And outside of that, the homepage is made to make people feel good, like they have a chance. And it's completely random. There's no way that you can actually, as a creator, perform. Take your craft, do better, perform, and get on the homepage of Twitch. It's not possible. It's not possible. Now, you can do that on YouTube. You can do that on TikTok. You can do that on Instagram. You can do that on Facebook. You can take things that you can learn, things that you're into, you can combine them together, learn how the tools work, and you can actually get your stuff pushed to people. So again, I say creators don't struggle because they lack information. There's information everywhere in 2026. They struggle because they're not willing to learn the information. They resist the information because it threatens their identity. They've gotten 15 viewers on Twitch over the years, and they're proud of that, so you can't tell them any different. They've invested into graphics, so you can't tell them any different. So they're going to take that recipe across all the other socials, and it's just going to work. It's just going to magically work. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Feedback feels like an attack to people that self-sabotage. I gave, again, this Twitch streamer and multiple Twitch streamers, I give really constructive feedback. Hey, man, you're blinded by the Twitch community, Twitch culture bullshit. YouTube, if you actually do this on YouTube, you'll get this. If you actually don't understand this about YouTube, feedback feels like an attack to people that self-sabotage. Real constructive criticism, they don't want to take it. Being wrong feels like a regression. Guys, you're going to be wrong about shit. Anymore, I get, prime example, the thumbnail shit. I get excited when I'm wrong now because I have something to learn. Because when you're wrong and you fail at something and you find out what it is, you can do better at it. You can improve. How do you not want to improve as a fucking human being? Isn't that like one of the greatest things is the greatest ways that we're wired is the fact that we can have like second, third, fourth, fifth chances and get better. What's up, Beast? How to take out players by waiting for supply drops. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. Another thing is the changing their approach feels like it's starting over. You're so used to your rhythm and routine that it's so ingrained into your vision that just by making changes that are good for your brand and good for your content and good for your socials, it feels like you're starting over. In that comment I got, the guy was like, YouTube is the only place that makes me feel like I got to do everything different. Good! Because you're doing everything wrong. You think you're doing everything right because you're happy and content where you are. You're happy where you are. So you think it's the best system, but it's not. And YouTube's exposing that. YouTube is exposing that you can't just fucking have a fluffy fucking video title and everybody's going to be interested in that. YouTube's exposing the idea that you just can't fucking plaster your face on a shitty design on the thumbnail and people are going to want to click on that. YouTube exposes the idea that things aren't about community for community, follow for follow. It's about real engagement. It's about not wasting a viewer's fucking time. My example, I wasn't defending the thumbnail. I was defending my taste in the thumbnail that I wanted. That made me wrong. I was wrong. Self-sabotage, boys. We do it all the time, man. What's up, Rod? Ernesto, good morning, good morning. You like the new setup, Rocky? I think this looks great, doesn't it? I think this looks great. So let's define a pattern from this. Let's define a pattern in this and see how many people relate. How many people have done this? Introduce a 3-step question, I guess you'd say, into have you done this? At some point, do you ask for feedback? Then with the feedback, with somebody that you know is experienced in the thing, do you not like the answer you get? And then do you argue instead of listening? But guys, this is where I ask you to put your fucking wall down and just be honest. How many times have you guys done this? How many times have you guys done this? People do this with me all the time, especially on this shit. They ask for feedback on streaming and growing and shit. Oh, YouTube's the big one. They ask for feedback on YouTube. Dude, you said that YouTube's good. I'm not. Okay. Well, let me check your page. Okay, your thumbnails are bad. Your titles are bad. I opened up one of your videos. It took you 2 minutes to get to the point, which people just they just don't want their time wasted. So they get the answer that they don't like, and they argue instead of listening. That's self-sabotage. That's self-sabotage. We call it having standards. That's what we like to use a lot. I have standards to the way I do things. Or we say, I know my audience. Really? I bet I could go into your analytics and find out that you don't. I'm willing to bet that I could go into your analytics and find out that you don't know your audience. Ernesto! Thanks for the membership. I'm willing to bet that I could go into your analytics and find out that you don't know your audience. You might get bad feedback from people that just want to make you feel good. Some of your viewers may just be yes men. This is why I don't take advice from my viewers. That's people that watch me, you don't take advice from that. Oh yeah, dude, I love when you do this. Oh, do you? Wow, okay. I bet you do. We call it trusting our gut instinct. Guys, it's 2026. Every platform, aside from Twitch and Kick, has the ability to where you don't have to trust your gut. It's got you have the fucking tools. You have a blueprint in front of you. You have the cheat sheet in front of you on every platform now. You don't have to guess anymore. Okay, how am I getting views? It shows you exactly where everything's coming from. What are people clicking on? Shows you exactly what people are clicking on. At what point does my video are my intros bad? Shows you if people are leaving on your intro. At what point are people leaving? Shows you exactly when people are leaving. So again, we call it having standards, knowing your audience, trusting your gut. But most of the time, it's just us protecting our own ego. It's us protecting our own fucking ego. Because again, as a creative, we get offended because we're creating something. So we think it's good. Not always the case. It's very important, guys. Good morning, good morning. Definitely have done that in the past when I was younger. As I get older and matured, I've learned that I don't know everything, and taking feedback is the best way. Yeah. I'm so glad that I've put myself in a group of people that provide solid feedback. And there's no bullshit. I got to give a shout out. My boy Jayhawk, he's probably, man, and it's been aggravating a couple times. And I'm sure I aggravate him a couple times with some of the things that I say. But like when you actually walk away from the moment, when you get out of that that feedback loop, like when you escape a self-sabotage loop and you get the feedback and you get an answer you don't like, but you don't argue it, it's very, very healthy. It's very, very healthy. So let's reframe it in 2026, shall we? I want to give you guys an idea, a new rule to operate by in 2026. If feedback makes you emotional, if it offends you, it's probably valuable, especially if it's coming from somebody you respect. Now, guys, sometimes this is a double-edged sword. Sometimes your haters are your biggest sometimes your haters are the best feedback. They actually are. Sometimes they are. But also, too, sometimes people just like to criticize without criticizing. They won't give you actual constructive criticism. So I lean more in the direction of like what I tweeted yesterday. Sometimes, what was this? Stop taking directions from people that have been to places you don't want to go. Stop taking directions from people that have never been to places you want to go. That shit is the biggest waste of your fucking time. Everybody's got a fucking opinion, especially if you're posting shit online. Everybody telling you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and some of them are right. Sometimes your biggest haters can give you the fastest feedback. But I'm telling you right now, you guys got to stop taking directions from people that have never been to places that you actually want to go. Because they have no experience in that shit. None whatsoever. Block it out, move on. Only take advice from people that only take constructive criticism from people that have actually constructed something. Yeah. Period on that. But if feedback makes you emotional, guys, it's most likely valuable, especially if it's coming from somebody you respect. Like example, that comment I got, I don't know, maybe that guy doesn't respect me, maybe he does. But if my feedback makes him emotional, it makes him mad, that it's probably a clear sign that it's valuable. And it is. I know what I responded to that Twitch streamer is factual. Again, I'll break down some of that for you guys. I tried to be helpful in my response. I'm not responding off of emotion. I'm responding off of ration. I said it took 20 seconds to see why your YouTube isn't actually doing well. Inconsistent content. Everything's all over the place. Random videos. I even checked a couple of the videos. Like, he would have an intro screen on a how-to video. That's like 30 seconds to a minute long. You're losing people left and right. People ain't got time, man. You got to stop wasting people's time. Titles need drastic work. There was no SEO usage. It was just like them trying to be creative, fun, silly. Thumbnails had way too much going on. Remember when we broke that in the stream the other day? And I even brought that thumbnail in AI and I said, explain why these thumbnails are not doing well. And it said, there's too many things going on. The background bleeds into there's no focal point. That's how this individual was doing. So I gave the response of that. Thumbnails have way too much going on. There's no focal point for anyone to have their attention drawn to. Number 4, I said you trade SEO in general with your brand, which is a common issue with Twitch streamers. It's not really your fault. You spent all your years trying to make you the SEO because Twitch has no algorithm. You've been conditioned to think in a dumb way. I didn't say that. Doesn't work like that anywhere outside of Twitch. All algorithms favor this. The person went into trying to like bash YouTube, saying that it has horrible pay. It doesn't have discovery for streams. And I gave him analytics to every single thing. I gave him the 45% of views across the live distribution. I gave him the percentage of people that earn over $100,000 a year in comparison to Twitch's 99.5% of the streamers can't even make $1,000 a month. I gave him I gave him constructive, real information. Real, not off of emotion, not off of, I think. I gave him real constructive information. That's the best thing that I could do. Now, as a response, he can take that feedback, and if it makes him emotional, the good switch that everybody should have this year is they should say, this might actually be valuable for me to learn then. This might be valuable for me to learn. How much of this applies to live streams? It all applies. It's all analytics. Guys, I'll tell you what, one of the most, you will learn this in anything you do in life. If I have, please too, if I have any very fit people in here, hold on. I got to pause the music on this because this is a heater right here. This is a heater. This is something I want to focus on. Almost every single, in almost any situation of success, there's one thing that ties any scenario, whether you're a content creator, into fitness, running a business, there's a percentage foundation that like everybody should follow in anything. Statistics, analytics, there's just core systems at play for anything. And the faster that you learn that in any aspect of life, it's like a fucking cheat code. If you want to lose weight, you have to have a percentage of protein versus fats versus carbs. If you want to budget your financing better and invest, you have to learn the percentage of, based on your income, what is a green area to be on a car payment, on a house payment. If you're budgeting to save money, what percentage do you want to put away to actually be able to retire? Everything works off of these like minor measurements. It's the same thing with content creation. You want a YouTube video to do well, like a long form video. You want to keep like 70% or more viewers past 30 seconds. You want to keep 70% or more viewers past 30 seconds. You want to keep the majority of the audience engaged for more than 40 to 50% of the video. It's going to be a good video. You do that, it's going to be a good video. Short form content on, let's see, YouTube Shorts, you keep people engaged past like 60% of the video, it's going to do good. On Instagram, you get a percentage of people to share your video, it's going to do good. You get a percentage of people to stay through the intro, it's going to do good. Everything measures in analytics. So to the question of how much of the analytics actually applies to live streams, it applies to everything you do in life. Literally everything you do in life comes by measurable victories to understand what you do. Conversion, selling products on my store right now. Somehow my 90-day blueprint is running at like some days an 18% conversion, meaning the amount of people that are coming to the site are buying the product. These are all measurements. Everything, every aspect in our society that where you build something concrete, it comes from learning the metrics, the analytics involved, and applying it to every aspect. Do you guys think that billionaires, multi-billionaires, just fucking wake up every day and are like, fuck, this money's just flowing in? No, they get on their computer, they have a system, they have a routine, what things are in the green, what things are in the red, what to pay attention to, because it's a system, it's measurements, it's analytics. It's metrics, it's data, everything in life. If you want it to be well, runs off of data. So yes, 100% streams relate to this. If you are doing an 8-hour-long live stream, I don't give a fuck on what platform, and you can only keep people for your intro, you're doing bad work. And you don't want to look inward. You think people should just sit in a chair and watch you play video games all day, but you're not entertaining enough for people to do that. And you're offended because you want to be a live streamer, but you don't want to actually acknowledge that the analytics are telling you the proof right in front of you. You're not an entertaining live streamer. I mean, this is me too. If I was to be playing Battlefield Red Sec right now, which fuck yeah, sure, I'd love to do. I'd love to be on with the boys on Red Sec or Arc Raiders. If I was playing this right now, you guys would not be listening to the conversation. You're listening to the conversation because of the quality of the content that I'm providing. That's why you're here. That's why you're in this live stream listening to me talk about this right now. That is my value. And that's the analytics that I watch on the back end to build what I want to do. People want a quick fix? Oh, boy, they do. Oh, boy, they do. Yes, they do. Damn it, I need to get my play buttons and stuff back up. People want the truth but can't handle it. Well, it's the self-sabotaging. It's the self-sabotaging. So this is what I want everybody to do this year. If the feedback makes you emotional, especially if it's coming from somebody where you would respect their criticism, probably valuable. should throw a green flag. Like, hey, guess I should listen to this. Emotion equals attachment. Attachment equals identity. Identity is a blind spot. You're blinded by your own identity. Tying it back to the shit that I did in AI. AI didn't care about my feelings. It cared about the clarity. And AI knew better with the thumbnail that the video needed. That's why it was the right decision. And that's why I didn't push back against it. I tried to find a solution, and I really couldn't. It's not the thumbnail I liked, but it's the thumbnail that's very clearly fucking working. Very clearly working. It is doing fan-fucking-tastic right now. Fantastic. Okay. There's a thing called the pause test. Guys, do this every time you get feedback on something. Pause for 60 seconds. And actually ask yourself, are you reacting or are you evaluating? Are you reacting to what the person said, or are you actually thinking about how that potentially changes what you do? But it could be right. Assume the feedback is correct for 24 hours. Just give it a window. Just assume that it's good for 24 hours. And just come from your emotions and test it before rejecting it. Test it a couple times. Man, this is the big thing with streamers, dude. This is, oh my God. This is the big thing with streaming and streaming on YouTube. Nobody really tests shit, dude. Nobody really tests shit. Dude, motherfucker, oh man, dude. Motherfuckers will say, no, I tried streaming on YouTube 2 times, man. I didn't get pushed anywhere. I go to their stream and it's like their title is like Big Dick Dingle breaks down on FPS shooters. And it's like a thumbnail of them. Like that's their fucking setup. Bro, who the fuck do you think is searching that? Nobody. Nobody. You don't have to agree with the feedback, guys. You just have to fucking test it. Like it really is that, it really is. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Good morning, South. Seth! Did you send me a book, brother? I posted that in my Discord. Guys, honestly, be honest. This is a time where I want you guys in here. What's something that you guys know you've been avoiding fixing? Honestly. Honest time. I'll go first. For me, it was this. It was this. I was very like, oh, I just got to make a system with streaming. I should just make this work. I should just recycle content. I should make this easy. Didn't give me the fulfillment. I needed to fix what I was doing with my brand and how I was creating content. I needed to fix it. It's something that I've known for a while, but I was avoiding it. What's some things that you guys are something you know as a creator you need to fix, but you've been avoiding it? Endure, how's it going? I did try to stream on Kick for 6 months and didn't grow. I just shift my focus more to YouTube and TikTok instead. There you go. A lot of this shit is what a buddy of mine does, and consistently tell him it's not good, but he refuses to change, and it's because it's too much. It's not too much. More clarity in thumbnails. Thumbnail is my issue. Yeah. You got to work on that. Cheer on. Wait, what? For me, it's to make different content. Like, you know, you need to go in a different direction of your content, but you're avoiding fixing that. I gave up on thumbnails and went super simple a month ago. Ended up saving time to focus more on editing. I'm seeing the community growth I was seeking. But what are you missing with your thumbnails though? And were you spending too much time on your thumbnails, overcomplicating them when you could just been more direct towards what they needed? I mean, it's great that you're seeing the community growth. That's awesome. But like, are you checking your analytics to see how much your potential you're missing out on? Like, what's your click-through average? Or what kind of content you make and what's your click-through average? Consistency is my issue. So that's something that you've been, you need to fix, but you've been avoiding, right? Not posting because it wasn't perfect. Yeah, you guys got to get over that shit. Listen, I'm going to say that in all due respect, none of you motherfuckers are going to be like perfect. I'm sorry. Your content's not going to be that good. You just need to post the shit, dude. I'm tired of getting in this debate with people. You're not him. Just post your fucking shit. You're not him. You'll get better at the quality of your content the more you post. Like, it just start there. Don't editing, because although I stream, I do offline content for better quality since I'm limited on bitrate on Twitch, and Twitch is my main platform. Well, I mean, I think everybody should slow down on streaming in 2026. You'll have exponentially more success if you take less hours streaming and you make those streaming hours more entertaining and appreciative because you've already done the work. Everybody's so fucking ass backwards with the shit, man. I suck at thumbnails, so I went with generic one for a while, starting to get back into it, but doing vertical plus horizontal at the same time. Oh, you're talking about like a stream thumbnail. Posting more videos of me creating content in my journey as a content creator. Like that's what you need to do, you feel like? I will be him. Just give me another day. I spent so much time overcomplicating thumbnails. When I went to more simple, increased 11%. Long story short, I started pulling the thumbnail from the video, so now it aligns. Okay, so you were just making wrong thumbnails, and now you're making the right thumbnails. Isn't that funny how that is? So it's not even that you're half-assing. You were overcomplicating it before. The problem was before, yeah. Now you're doing it the right way. Dude, I try to tell people that all the time, especially in YouTube live streams. Nobody wants a creative thumbnail. Like, guys, you're not Tim the Tap Man. You're not these big dogs. Nobody gives a fuck about you yet. All they're going to care about is the game that you're just trying to, like, if you're doing a stream of gaming, that's all they're going to care about it at that moment. That's the connection you're going to make. Plastering your face all over something with a whole bunch of shit isn't it. With like gaming. Again, this is not general. These are the things, that people should be learning. So it's like the other day we broke down the guy doing the horror stuff. Okay, well, the horror's different. You're doing horror reactions. You need to hook somebody with the reaction. It's different. Maybe focus your streams into a planned YouTube video. That way you could do both at the same time. Yep. Got to put in pain. Montages, anything? Wait, what? I feel like the stream thumbnail should be default, not edited. No, you don't want that. The entire platform would look like dog shit. It would look like Twitch. Twitch looks like shit, brother. Twitch looks like shit. You can't honestly tell me that going to a website and just seeing a raw clip from every fucking stream looks good. It looks like shit. This is also why people don't understand on Twitch. You actually don't want thumbnails, because like all these people, there's so many Twitch and Kick. People want thumbnails over there, and they're like, you should give us the option for thumbnails because I want better discovery, dog. Let me just tell you this. Hold on, I gotta make something crystal fucking clear. If you stream on Twitch and Kick, and you want thumbnails on Twitch and Kick, because in your head, you're like, I want to be able to advertise my difference as a small creator over other people. But you're not already doing that on YouTube. You don't already have that experience on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, you don't want thumbnails on Twitch and Kick. Because everybody that's got a decent enough following on Twitch and Kick, just because there's not currently thumbnails there doesn't mean they don't know how to use thumbnails. If you introduce thumbnails into those worlds, the inexperienced, the people like to use the word small, I say the inexperienced because that's the reality. The inexperience will just get pushed lower down the line because people, like, again, we're talking, it's to the person that asked about, like, well, do you do this? Do you pay attention to these analytics in stream? Yes, you pay attention to these analytics everywhere, because this isn't just like, guys, these are not things that YouTube, the analytics aren't things that YouTube just made up and just said, we'll follow this guideline. It's human nature. This is human nature. There's a like YouTube thumbnails are not popular because they're on YouTube. They're popular. They're a metric to pay attention to because it's human nature. It's psychology. You are more likely to click on, you're more likely to get a reaction from seeing the color blue than you are another one. Or you're more likely to have oh my God response if you see red. You know what I mean? Like these are built into how our brain is fucking wired. The second you introduce thumbnails to Twitch and Kick, all you motherfuckers that never use thumbnails on YouTube correctly, you are fucked. You're fucked, dude. You are screwed. Twitch has thumbnails and I use them on my VODs. Views increased. Wait, they have thumbnails on VODs now? When did they do that? You can't do it on streams though, can you? Does anyone know if YouTube now allows you to delete thumbnails for your live streams? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I wish you could actually put thumbnails on TikTok video. I do too. I do too. You can put thumbnails on YouTube Shorts. You have to do it from the mobile app though. Yeah. The clickbait I would do on Twitch would be 100 times more funny. You think getting a hot tub stream and boom, it's me? Right. Right. Take the thought process of finding clips if you don't use a hotkey. Take the thought process of finding clips if you don't use a hotkey. Wait, in what aspect? What do you mean in what aspect? Hold on, guys. Let me close the blind. Boys, how was your weekend? How was your weekend? Can you do it on live streams? Can you put thumbnails on TikTok live streams? I use AI like a motherfucker. Wow. See, like, why don't they do that on the actual Twitch streams? Yeah, I'm talking about the live. I know that you can put thumbnails on videos. I'm talking about the live. That's not hard. You just save it as JPEG. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Be honest. What's some feedback that you guys always push back on? Outside of something you know you've been avoiding fixing, what's feedback that you always push back on? It's a good one. I always like tend to push back on like, I can't do more. Nah, I should focus in on my strong suits. When was the last time you were defensive instead of curious? Ooh. Oh, fuck, man. That's a big one with creators. When's the last time you were defensive instead of curious? When's the last time? I bet it's a lot higher than curiosity, huh? There's an issue on live where if you uploaded a thumbnail but wanted to go back to random generated thumbnails from your stream, there is no option to remove the thumbnail, only replace. I have no idea what you're talking about, brother. If you go in while it's live, it saves, but it doesn't know if it's seen live anywhere. Yeah, it's probably just saving for the VOD afterwards, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all these things that I just asked was something that you should do, but you've been avoiding fixing. Feedback and pushing back. When's the last time you were defensive instead of curious? That's literally what I did with my thumbnail against AI yesterday. It's so true. It's so true. It's so true, man. Like yesterday wasn't about the thumbnail. It was whether I wanted to be right or not. It had nothing to do with, for a period of, I can't believe, it was so weird. I literally was like, oh, fuck AI, man, for a second. And it wasn't at all about logic. It was, I wanted to be right, man. I wanted to be right. I wanted to say, no, that thumbnail idea is stupid. But guys, growth really starts the moment you stop arguing with like reality. It does, man. It really does. It really does. I think I try to change too much. I think I try to pull information from too many sources, and then I have decision paralysis. Well, that's a very natural thing as a human being. This is why, this is why we do self-sabotage. In any aspect, and this is it's very hard to do this, but this is why successful individuals, whether it be creators, whether it be people, this is why they do it. And a lot of you guys don't. At stages, when you start leveling up in something, self-sabotage is going to hit you. Naturally, you are going to be fearful of the potentials that you could be going after because your human nature is to survive. And this is where something good could be happening for you and you let the gas pedal off. This is where something could be happening to you, but you just need to stay consistent, but you just try to pull so much information in other ways. So you pull yourself into different decisions, but you know better. You know deep down to the core. Weight loss is the best way with this. The more you educate yourself in weight loss, like, yeah, you could do keto, you could do carnivore, you could do macro counting, you could do all these things. But you know to the core what would actually just be the best way for you to do it and actually stick to it. But you self-sabotage and you don't do it. That's what we do all the time as people. We do it all the time as people. Self-sabotage. As anything, this is why, like, you see somebody that's been killing it in a certain thing for so long, you're like, God, how do they just push through and just do this thing all the fucking time? Because they broke through that layer of self-sabotaging. Yeah. Overthinking is a killer. It is. It really is. And this is why I built the blueprints up the way that I did, because it's so important that you guys become so busy in your routine and building your foundation that you don't have time to overthink. That is the hustler's addiction. I do genuinely believe that. That is where I will go against the feedback a lot of people have given over the last few years, which I think is a societal thing. I think it's like this thing I think people like to use the idea of mental health as an excuse to try to pull everybody back down to their level. Nah, man, you shouldn't work so much because it's gonna cause a lot of stress. Bro, I get stressed if I'm not dialed. I overthink more if I'm not busy. I ain't got time to overthink lately. And I just noticed this the other day. It's so funny we're talking about this. I literally just noticed this the other day. I'm like, I haven't had these late nights where I sit there and think, oh shit, I should do this, I should do that. I haven't had this, oh man, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't even think about this right now over the last, I don't know, months. I don't have time. Don't have time. Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, trying to pull all the information from all the sources and then having so much information that it overstimulates you. And you're just like, I think the real problem is you're not busy. I believe that. I really do. Cause like you get busy and you don't have time to fucking, okay. Last few weeks, I've been actually really, really dialed with the food. It's a great example. I think it's the best way to explain this from a concept that just makes sense, to generalize it. I'm flooded with all these things that I could think about. Well, do I want to eat lower carbs? Do I want to eat this? Do I want to eat that? I've been so busy lately that I go to the thing that's easiest for me. Boom, first meal of the day, it's oatmeal, egg white, peanut butter. Now, is having oats, could that inflammatory? I don't fucking care. Shut the fuck up. Boom. It's just easy. Boom. Make it. A few hours later, boom. Pound of ground beef and some fucking potatoes. Boom. Make it. It's easy. It's good. It tastes good. It's good. Now, having that many protein in one set, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. Boom. Couple hours later, snack time. Protein shake or a bowl of fucking high protein yogurt. Done. Just 200 grams of protein in a day. Done. Just out of the way. Knocked. 3 simple fucking sessions of my day. I ain't got time to sit down and think, oh, maybe, you know what? I've been very motivated by the idea that guy got shredded on keto. So I should focus on that. So I should change things. I ain't got time for that shit lately. I ain't got time for it. And I think, I think that says a lot too. If you have time to debate these things, Miller, and pull information everywhere, don't get too addicted of trying to get it. Don't get too addicted to trying to perfect the system. Just build the fucking system, dude. Just build the fucking system. I like women. Good for you. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. Crypt, what's up, baby? Just build the system. Posting more has helped so much. It's easier to get over video flopping when you know you're about to post another one. Yeah. Good foundation, man. It's a good foundation. 90-day blueprint, boys. All right, so what's up with everybody? Hold on 1 second. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I covered everything that I wanted to cover in the basic topic. All right, let's go. What's good, boys? Talk to me. Good morning. How was your weekend? What's everybody up to? Sorry, I'm trying to do a better job at this, by the way, to where, because for some reason, our fucking streams, man, well, it makes sense. I mean, this is the power of YouTube, dude. This is the power of YouTube. The VOD viewership has actually been fucking nuts. Now that we're doing the live streams of the things that connect to the audience that we have on the channel. It's weird how that is, right? Supply the shit that the audience actually subscribed for, and it will do well. Who would have thought? I stay focused on a lot of updating on my channel and brand focus on generating engagement like you said. Nice. Putting some verticals together. Nice. The weekend was good. Me and my hubby watched Fall Guy. Is that the Ryan Reynolds? Or yeah, right? Batch recording, that's good, man. Yeah, I need to knock out some batch recording myself. It's so easy for me to batch record too because I wear the same shit every day. I wear the same shit every fucking day. Your segment transition was smoother today, then you fucked it up and went back. Wait, what do you mean? My segment transition was smoother today. Then you fucked it up and went back. What do you mean? You wear a shirt? Do you really? Yeah, I have 15 black tees and just lock it in, man. 15 black tees, just wear a black tee every day. Lock it in. Locked in. Locked, loaded, baby. Locked and loaded. The process that goes into a video, you can get lost in your own creative venture, thinking this needs to be seen. This is dangerous for me. Working on the next one helps. Yeah, I mean, that's a fundamental belief in the blueprint that I put together. Yo! I think you deserve a protein shake. Keep it rolling. Say, hey, brother, appreciate you. Yeah, sure. We'll get it locked in today. Locked in. Little Fairlife milk, a little protein action. I've been doing the raw nutrition's strawberry. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. I wanted Jayhawk's orange hat, but couldn't get one. Gotta lock it in, man. You gotta lock it in. I swear the same 5 fits. Seeing them rotate through videos is funny. Wait, me? Yeah. Or you? Or I guess all of us. I guess all of us. Yeah, I mean, I wear pretty much the same. Well, it appears that I do. Yeah. you're talking about your VODs, and one of the things that sticks out with your VODs is the segment topic transitions. You just did a real smooth one, and then chat distracted you. No, I don't think chat actually. No, I don't think you guys distracted me at all. I knocked out what I wanted to do, because like the reality is I don't need people watching an entire VOD. You know, so we're an hour in, and if everybody can find the value in watching that hour, and the average view duration goes up because of that and gets suggested more, like that's the power from it. And then also too, by confining in one area, what I can do after stream, and I've actually done this on a couple VODs now, and it's done really well. And maybe an idea here for some of the gaming creators out here too. There's been a couple streams where I cut out all the fluff in the editor and stuck it to a point, and the streaming VOD did substantially better because of it. So like having it in having the whole entire, because like what I could do is I could go in the editor, and like what I could do right now is I could actually add a stream marker on the back end of YouTube and know that, hey, within this like couple minute window, that's when I should just cut off the stream in the recording, and then that way the VOD lives in a better format. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a good idea. You play Apex Legends and you pop off on a fucking game, man. Bro, turn your live stream VOD into a 20-minute gameplay. Unedited. Boom. Easy peasy. That's the power with YouTube, man. Not only from the back end can you create a highlighted moment, like I can create a highlighted video right now from the back end, and it would upload a new video, 1440p or whatever encoding resolution that you're running at. So I'm doing 1080 now. And it would boom from the back end, lock it in. Yeah, edited stream VODs go hard. Big thing that slept on from a lot of people. I've been trying to get a couple of my buddies that are ending their stream off with thousands of fucking views, because it's kind of it's a double win, because you have all this data and metrics from the stream itself. YouTube's going to catapult that out there because other people have watched it. But if you convert it into a individual video, whoo, what are your thoughts on forcing myself to stream in English as a second language opposed to streaming in my native language? I mean, you should stream in whatever your native language is, because there's real value in it. Now, are you going to gain a English following? Probably not, but who gives a fuck? Let me, 1 second. Tell you this right now. Brother, only about 18 to 20% of the world's population speaks English. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Speak your native language. This is what like, okay. So like, you could stress about speaking English because it would open yourself up to another market, right? But what if you just focusing on speaking your native language and focusing on that brings you in 1,000 real people that fuck with you and that are your ride or dies? If you guys have ever missed me talk about this, the illusion of online numbers in 2026, you don't need 1,000, 10,000, 1 million people to be successful. You need, the first step is 100 people. 100 people. That's the first step. First step is 100 people. You need 100 people. In terms of being able to get to a point of success, you need 100 people that will invest into you, that are your ride or die. 100 people that would subscribe to a channel, 100 people that would buy merch, 100 people that would buy a product. That's your first step in understanding what you're building. You don't, like, the views are the advertising, they're the distribution. To the value of your brand, 100 people that would click on a link, 100 people that would buy a product, 100 people that would be traffic analytics for a brand deal. 100 people is where you start. So like, if you focus on your native language, that's where you're going to build your core audience. And then you get to a point in your career where then you'll stress about the English stuff. But until you have the core, don't stress about pointing yourself in the different areas. There's a streamer who speaks, dude, the thing is, the fact that you do speak a different language, you don't even realize you're kind of, so I'm just being real. Platforms are trying to compete for the leverage of other shit. They push the fuck out of guys like you. Streaming in English feels like a second job, but when I'm in my native language, that's where the fun is. For stay there. What's your native language? Stay in the native language and just go fucking all in, brother. Go all in. Some of the biggest channels that watch my videos, they're in different languages. Some of the biggest channels that watch my videos are in different languages. Like some Dutch creators, some Spanish ones. You kind of have a hack. You kind of have a hack. How much money is $100 times? Well, not even that. I mean, $100 is minimal. You're talking about, guys, like legit, you could stack this up real quick. You're talking about $100 that you're talking about 100 people that would buy a keyboard through a link or a shirt drop where it's, you know, $18 profit per shirt, subscriptions across sites, like everything. You're talking way more than $100 a month. Way more. Need lotion on them ankles? I got some lotion for something for you, brother. Going to give you a big thank you this morning. What's up, Spaz? My native language is Romanian. I would say there are about 200 active content creators in Romania at the moment. Yeah, see, and you kind of have a, let's see. Well, let's see this. What percentage? Let's see this. Let's dive into this for a second. Now, let's see what percentage of the world speaks Romanian. About 26 million people worldwide speak Romanian. So it's obviously a tighter demographic, right? It's like 0.3% of the world's population. But like, so some people would look at that as a negative. Well, think how much opportunity I would have in English. But like you just pointed out, there's only 200 other creators that you can like realistically see that do that speak in Romanian. You have the ability to target. This is where like, oh my God, don't go. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, let me pause this on here because this I had to explain this today with somebody, and like the fact that you guys don't understand this. So I want to be crystal clear here. So like, here's a great example of what I'm trying to talk about: the opportunity. Like you have opportunity here. Some people would say, well, Big E, there's 1 billion people worldwide that speak English. You're missing out on all that opportunity. One, I just explained to you, you don't need 1 billion fucking people to be successful. Obviously, if you could get that, we're talking different numbers here. You're going to be a trillionaire, but you don't need that. You need 100 first, and then 1,000. 1,000, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you get 1,000 diehard supporters, 1,000 ride or die in whatever brand business you're building, you're talking wealth. 1,000 people. You're talking wealth from that, right? But this is how so many people get everything twisted. So people would be like, yeah, 1.5 billion opportunity versus only 25. Yeah, you have way less competition. It's just like YouTube. Getting in this debate about YouTube all the fucking time. I'll explain to somebody. Let's go look at the live metrics right now. Let's go to stream charts. So look at the live platform metrics as they currently stand right now, shall we? So on YouTube, there's currently 7 million viewers watching live streams as we speak. There's 7 million viewers live right now. On Twitch, there's 1.8. And for some reason, the biggest response I get when I say that is, yeah, but look how many streamers are on Twitch. There's 93,000 streamers on Twitch. There's only 30,000 streamers on YouTube. I'm like, yeah. Thank you for making my point even more abundantly clear. There's literally 3 times the current live viewership on YouTube right now with 1/3 of the streamers live. If you don't understand why that is an opportunity for you, your thought process is so ass backwards. Like, if you think it is a flex to say, I'm streaming on the platform with more streamers and less views, you just want to be cool. You just want to be a Twitch streamer. You don't actually want to entertain an audience. You don't actually want to target whatever you're doing to a group of people that would just be your ride or die. You just want to be a fucking Twitch streamer, which is, you're just operating out of ego at that point. You want to play the lottery every day so you can try to become the next fucking, whoever the top Twitch guys are that don't fucking multi-stream. I can't believe this is the way that some people think and the idea of like growing their brand. No, I want to be where all the competition's at. I don't want to be where there's eyes potentially distributed and I could just find people. I'd rather be where all the competition is and where there's less viewers overall. That makes a lot of sense. Jesus Christ. Well, if YouTube streaming was so good, why doesn't everybody stream there? Because you're retarded. There's no other way to put it. You're retarded. You think Twitch is better. And you have no analytical data that backs that up. None whatsoever. None. You have a platform of 0.5% people, probably a 0.25% of people that have found success there. And you're like, yeah, that's better. That's better. Just silly, guys. Oh my goodness. Just silly. So the same thing goes with your native language. Yeah, there's more views elsewhere. Or there's more people elsewhere. Hey, brother, appreciate you. But I'm telling you right now, if your charisma comes out in Romanian, if that's where you just feel natural and you flow, dude, go all in on it. Worry about English later. Build first. Build first. I watch a few Romanian streamers. Do you really? I started streaming as a full-time worker and dad of 2. Any advice? Stream what's fun, not what's popular. Yeah. Don't let it get in the way, man. You're gonna die someday. Your kids are way more important than the streaming. Streaming's gay. Streaming's gay, man. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's the way to start. That's the way to start. You'll learn everything else along the way. You do my math equation real quick for chat purpose. Why? What? It's $1,200. I don't need to do your equation. It's $1,200. 100 times 12 is 1,200. What? And I had a couple blow up from my standards. My biggest one is at 500K views. Wait, what did I miss? I was uploading YouTube, TikTok, and Insta, but Insta was so dead to me that I cut it out. That's stupid. But after you talked to me about how good Insta was last week, I started back up there. And I had a couple blow up for my standards. My biggest one is at 500 plus. Nice. 25K likes and shares. Nice. How many shares? Better than TikTok and YouTube. I told you, man. Instagram. Listen. All right. Here, let me read this down to you. Let me give you guys a 2026 cheat sheet in terms of being a content creator. Listed down by platform. Instagram, YouTube, community. That's posting on both of those platforms. If you're not posting on Instagram, you're just goofy right now. But these are the best places to build a real community. Like these are the type of people that if they, especially Instagram right now, if they follow you, they would be, these platforms you have more chance of them going to websites and supporting you through this and that. TikTok, great for viewer distribution if you're doing well, and brand deals. But Instagram is slowly getting better but I would argue Instagram is actually better overall than TikTok. TikTok seems better because it's easier to get them. You don't know how bad a lot of the brand deals are on TikTok because they just give you so many options to brand deals that you feel like because you can get them that it's better. A great example of this is one brand that might offer you $250 on TikTok just because they're already there. Another brand would offer you $5,000 on Instagram. Instagram's just been around for so long. Facebook is where a lot of money is right now in terms of just content. It's very hard to get in the system, but it's fucking there, man. I know creators that are just making $20,000, $30,000 a month right now on Instagram posting photos and memes. I know people that are posting their vertical content to Instagram making $75,000+ a month right now on Facebook. They're just reposting their stuff. Did I say Instagram? I know creators posting on Facebook right now just taking all their verticals from other sites, even old ones, reposting it to Facebook. They're making like 75,000 plus a year. Now, it's not guaranteed you're going to do that, but I'm just telling you that this is happening. So I would focus on, first off, posts everywhere, even Snapchat. Snapchat spotlights are insane at the moment. But focus on interacting and leveraging Instagram and getting people to share on Instagram. Focus on people, focus on viewer duration on YouTube Shorts. Focus on just being active on TikTok and getting people to comment, and just fucking post as much shit to Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously not everybody's going to be making that much, brother. Not everybody's going to be making that much. But I mean, $20 is still $20. Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah, you're doing that. I didn't make $20 on Facebook last month, and I got 2 million views there. You made more on Facebook than me last month. Pretty big. Pretty big, don't you say? Pretty big. The things you do for $20. Wait a minute. I just started one channel for my music, podcast, and gaming. Should I make gaming its own channel? I mean, brother, if you are that driven to music and podcast, why are you even bothering with the gaming channel? Guys, let me also clarify this. I made a video. I want to make this crystal clear because there's some confusion. I made a video not long ago talking about how in 2026, a lot of platforms aren't confining you to just be one thing, right? They're allowing, like, the way algorithms are with retention and watch time and building a core audience, you can sprinkle in a little bit of your personality in different aspects. And some people are very confused as what I mean by that. And they start getting in this idea of like, oh, well, like I make tech videos and I also like gaming, so I should just make both of those on one channel. No, that's not what I mean, guys. It's not like that. Listen, as a content creator, why do you have to do it all? You know, let me ask you that. You like a channel, you have a channel for music, you podcast, and you like to game. Why do you have to make everything a fucking presentation? Guys, the whole point of content creation isn't to try to turn everything into content. Like, you can have your personal shit, man. I mean, if that, guys, I know this sounds crazy, but if that's the case, why don't you start banging your fucking girlfriend or wife on OnlyFans too? If you feel like you got to put every aspect of your life in the online world to try to build a brand around it, okay, fucking put everything on there. Put everything out there. You see how, like, that's essentially what you're saying. If you're like, hey, I like doing this thing, I want to create content around you, and then you're like, you know what? I also like doing the gym. I also like gaming. So I just gotta do everything. No, you don't. So, like, my answer to your question is, if you like music and podcasting, like, why don't you make a podcast about music? And sometimes you can reference gaming, but why do you need a gaming channel? Why do you need that? Now, there's also something to dive into, and this is what a lot of creators don't do. You know, while I'm a big fan of in early stages, you should try multiple things to see what works for you and what sticks. You should also look inward and find out what makes you happy. If in 3 years, you should ask if you're, okay, like, for example, if you're passionate about multiple things, ask yourself, in 3 years, if you can fast forward in 3 years, out of those three things, what would you want to be known for? Like if you had the option to pick, dream scenario, what would you want to be known for? Music, podcasting, or gaming? I mean, a podcast. And the thing is, people will tell me instantly. They'll be like, oh, I want to be known for this thing. Then why are you bothering with the other things? Why are you allowing these other things to take your attention away from the goal that you want to have? At that rate, you're just kind of sticking to this idea that you're throwing random things at a dartboard, still hoping to see what sticks. But you've already done that. You've already gotten to a stage where you understand content creation at least a little bit, and you know what you want out of everything. It's time to lock it the fuck in. It's time to stop playing video games if that's not what you want to be in 3 years. If that's just a part of the journey, you just feel like you have to do that. Stop putting video game content out and start just enjoying games by yourself and with your homies. Like, you guys get that? You guys know how many people I know that fucking went from stressing about a streamer to they locked in on one fucking thing and became exponentially successful, and they still game all the time, but you don't know they game? Not everything has to be fucking content, guys. Pick what you want to do, go extremely hard after it, and take some things that some other people turn into content and just enjoy it for yourself. It's so okay to have hobbies, guys. It's so okay to have hobbies. It really is. Wife said no, I tried that. Yeah, have your hobbies outside of content, man. Yeah, man. Music, podcasts, and gaming. Should you make a gaming channel? Brother, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? It's 2029. Where's the name at? It's 2029. Jers. It's 2029. You've made it, man. You're successful in something. You introduce yourself. I'm Jers up next. I do what? What is the thing? I run a successful podcast. I'm a full-time gaming content creator. What is the thing? Okay, there's your answer. I want to do everything. Yeah, it ain't gonna work like that, brother. But the thing is, like, see, and this is what I'm saying, people miss the point. You can do everything. Like, you can do podcasts and still mention the games you play. And that is a little connection between the people that you're growing in the viewership and what you do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, from a foundation level, if you start pulling yourself in 50 different fucking directions, your time, your energy, your stress, your resources is all going to be pulled into those directions. And guys, I'm telling you this from experience. I'm not bullshitting you. And I was doing successful at it too, might I add. I wasn't just randomly doing it. I had the 2 YouTube channels, man. I had the gaming channel. There was a point where I almost left this channel completely because that channel was doing so well. But even then I had a system, man. I had a system. I was paying somebody. I was giving somebody a split of that channel to fucking help me out with it. I wasn't even doing it all myself, and it was still dragging time. I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't think so, because you'd think if somebody else is watching the tournament, once it's done, like, it's done. I mean, it seems like easy content. I mean, the reactions would probably be better. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What kind of tournament are you watching and stuff? It's like you're talking to me. Thanks, dude. My guy. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I think at some point we all try to do that. We all want to do everything. But you just can't, dude. You just fucking can't, man. You just can't, guys. Gotta lock it in, man. At some point. And again, I'm like, don't confuse what I'm saying about like niching. This is what I'm saying. What sucks in 2026 is all these fucking words and shit. Like, people confuse them. I'm not telling you to niche down. I'm not telling you to niche down and just, okay, you want to be a gaming content creator, so pick Call of Duty and make loadout videos. To me, that's niching. That is like going all in with one specific thing and you're never fucking doing anything outside of that. Just because you're a gaming content creator doesn't mean that you're niching down. I mean, you're in a category. You have a general fucking concept. But like, you know what I mean? Being 4 months and still trying to grow, would you suggest X or TikTok for promoting? I would suggest your content for promoting. Share the content. A lot of people get that twisted when we all tell people to clip and share content. You try to promote it as this idea of like, hey, I'm live on. No. That's not what you're doing. You're sharing moments of what you do to get people to like you, and then they'll want to come search you up. That's where so many creators go wrong, especially with X, dude. I rarely post my links of things on X. Very rarely. Well, how do you get people to convert? If I make enough quality posts, people will find me. Long game. You guys want everything so fast, man. You guys want everything so fast. You're not promoting. You're sharing your content. The content is your promotion. So you should be posting everywhere. You should be posting everywhere. Probably got a limit of 3 things. Me, I do music, game, and dance, all different things. Right, but if you were to go all in on content for that, and you were to make a fucking dancing stream and then go live on Call of Duty the next stream, those are 2 very drastic differences. If you were to make if you were on YouTube to make how to do a fucking, I don't know what kind of dance move, how to do a dance move, and then the next day you're like, best loadout for Call of Duty, very drastic audiences. I'm not telling you to niche down and just say only make Call of Duty loadout videos, but what's relatable? You building a brand as a gaming content creator and like playing little Call of Duty or playing Battlefield RedSec, or like dancing and gaming. It's 2 different worlds, man. We take the advice of like, you don't have to niche down, and we run way too hard in the opposite direction of that. Oh, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want now. Well, yeah, in terms of vertical content, you should be posting everywhere, guys. You should be reposting everything everywhere, even if it flops. Even if it flops. I mean, I don't think people are gonna want to go watch the tournament on your page after it's done. People are gonna search up the tournament, and they're probably gonna most likely want to watch it on the page. I get the idea of like you're trying to take an event that people are searching up, and you want to kind of recycle it onto your site, so maybe people would on your side, so maybe people would watch it. I just think that's like super low hanging fruit. Like even if so, like let's like play into that. Let's say you uploading the tournament to your page after it's done, and it starts getting discovered. That's what people start searching and watching. Do you think that's going to build you a core audience? Or do you think it's just going to give you easy views for that one video? But right now I post my shorts to YouTube, TikTok, and Insta at least 1 a day. I may open back on Facebook page. I had the channel a long time. Yeah, you should just be posting on Facebook too, man. Any more as of lately, especially with where I'm bringing everything. I've just been doing the auto posts. I know some people don't suggest that. I'm just doing it right now. I have the majority vertical content. I have some that are super low engagement, but I leave it there and learn from what I did. Yeah, it's good. That's good. Yeah. So you should take clippable moments from you should take clippable moments from that, and that's the content you should post, not like posting the thing. You should take bits of you reacting to like, oh, well, see, this person didn't win this fight because of this angle, yada, yada, yada. You should take moments like that. That like criticizing the gameplay or trying to explain to a viewer why this player did good in that situation or why they did this in this moment if it didn't make sense. Even if it's obvious, you should be doing it. When I was Apex Legends creator, one of my best content that blew up was I did a small tutorial of, hey, if you didn't know, to tell that you're in the next zone, the circle will not pulsate in the mini map. It's just very simple. It got millions of views. I wonder if I still have that up. It got millions of views because so many people jumped to the comments and were like, how did you not know this? Like shit like that. You know what I mean? So like it was a win-win. You had lots of people that were like, huh, I didn't know that. Fuck, dude, that's crazy. And then you had a lot of people that were like, how did you not know that? How did you not know that? How did you not know that? Did I post it on, I don't know if I posted this on YouTube. Guess I didn't. I guess I only posted it on Anyways. Yeah, it was super simple. Super simple. Hey, did you know? Did you know type thing. Out of curiosity, how your channel are, out of curiosity, are you doing channel reviews? Man, I need to do, I told a guy that I was going to do his, but I got a lot of errands today, and I'm going to be live a few days this week. And he's not in here today. It was level up. I don't see him in here today, so I might just hold off on doing any. Like, I'm gonna have to get going here soon. I gotta go run errands. I gotta bring some shit to sold a couple cameras on the store. Gotta go get those off to the post office. We got a birthday gift that we gotta send out to somebody, so I gotta run to Megan's work to get that out. Tomorrow's gonna be Gamba, and then I was probably gonna do another one of these on Wednesday. Yeah, I kind of want to get ahead on these. And I mean, they've been doing well on here. The shorter that I do keep them, the better that they even perform too. Like in terms of VOD format. So, you know, something to definitely consider. Keep the average view duration up, keep it into the a format. So plus, didn't we just do yours? I definitely want like people to get in the habit of not, we don't need to be updating every single time. But maybe you got the new channel started. I would like to see that, I guess, if you did get that started. Yeah, I post some like dumb shit, dumb funny shit I did. Comments are like, you're ass of the game or just stupid, stuff like that. I like how people off of a 10-second clip judge how bad you are at the game. I mean, who gives a fuck? They're watching you. It doesn't matter. I agree, Seth. I agree, Seth. I mean, it just makes sense, brother. It just makes sense. This just makes sense. This is just natural. It makes sense. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%. Yep. And, you know, to the core lesson today, this is just me pushing out of my own self-sabotage and locking in, sticking into, you know, my strong suits, just locking it in this year. So, you know, something I highly advise a lot of people to do. Yeah, I am. But yeah, guys, I'm going to head out for the day. If you have not checked out, I wish I could fucking host my newest upload. If you have not checked out, the latest video, can I? No. If you have not checked out the latest video, be sure to go check it out. Guys, go snag your, I think it's 90-day. Does that link work? If you guys have not gotten the 90-day streamer and creator blueprint, lock it in this year. Build yourself a real fucking system. Let's get it this year. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think that works, right? Let's build a real system. Yeah, guys. Let's fucking keep killing it. I'm on some insane momentum. I'm fucking locked for the new year. I hope you guys are too. If you guys currently have already gotten the program, you're going to be getting an email update of the new README PDF that's going to be coming out. Hopefully it gives a little bit more information on everything. It's going to be a lot of wording throughout all these PDFs, but hopefully everything breaks down into helping you guys develop a system, because that's our biggest goal this year. That's our biggest goal. That's the biggest takeaway from the 90-day blueprint, man. You know, building something that is going to be sustainable for the future. Leveraging what you're into, leveraging what you can do, and fucking running with it, guys. Running with it. You know, like it says in there, we're gonna build a system that you guys can run off of, so that way the platform's not running you. Fucking bars. All right, boys. Appreciate y'all. Nice little start to the week. Go fucking kill it. Lock it in. Take some of the suggestions today pretty seriously. Take some feedback, do a little better, and let's get it going. All right, guys, love y'all. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.